Hey everybody, how you doing? I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving. So today I'm going to take you somewhere really cool. If you like cars, if you like drag racing, especially vintage and nostalgic car racing, I'm going to take you to a pretty cool place that's nearby the Villages here. It's about, I don't know, maybe a half hour up the road or so. We're going to go to the Garlits Drag Racing Museum. So I'm really excited. I've never been there. So that's what we're going to do today. So if you're into that kind of thing, stay tuned. You might like this video. All right, let's hit the road. All right, here I am at the Garlits Drag Racing Museum. It's pretty cool. Let's step inside. So if you're wondering why there's a Navy jet sitting outside the museum, Garlits was sponsored by the Navy. At the end of the video, I got a cool story I'll share with you relating to Garlits and the Navy and me. All right, sit back, relax, and let's take a stroll through the museum. Hey everybody, it's the next day, but I wanted to show you something that I bought at the Don Garlits Drag Racing Museum yesterday, which is really cool. It's kind of a sentimental piece for me. When I was a kid, 16, 17 years old, I had a poster in my bedroom, and it was one of my favorite posters I had, and it was a picture of Don Garlits with his dragster on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier. And I knew I wanted to join the Navy, and when I saw that poster, I had to have it as a kid and hung it in my room, and it was an inspiration for me, you know, just right before I went to boot camp and things like that. But I always loved that poster, and it was long lost. But anyway, when I was at the Don Garlits Museum, they had the poster, and a lot of tribute to the Navy, as a matter of fact, because Navy was one of his sponsors for the recruiting program and whatnot. And it was a great memory for me as a child. I've seen Don Garlits race in at Dragway 42 in near Cleveland, Ohio, where I grew up. So I used to watch him race as a kid. I watched him on TV. I watched all of them, Shirley Muldowney, Don Prudhomme, all of them. But Big Daddy Don Garlits was my favorite, and it's unbelievable to me that he actually has his museum and everything right here near the Villages, just north of the Villages in Ocala, Florida. So it's pretty awesome. But anyway, let me show you the poster that I got, because this was the poster that was hanging in my room as a kid. And this one is special because it's signed by Big Daddy himself, Don Garlits, and I'm going to have it framed and hung in my house. So let me show you what it looks like. It's really cool. And that's the poster that was hanging in my bedroom as a young man, or really a child. He did 3 of these on 3 different carriers, I believe. And this is a A7 Corsair, which is a Navy attack jet. And this, they have one of these mounted in front of the museum. He wanted one to pay tribute to the Navy. So Don Garlits is really cool, and he was always very pro-Navy, and just really cool thing. There's his signature, and what a great poster. And you can see how old I am. It says, "Those magnificent men and their flying machines." Well, because back then when I joined, women weren't allowed yet to serve on combatant ships. So that's why it says it that way. And that changed somewhere around the early 80s, mid 80s. But anyway, I wanted to share this memory of my childhood, and now I have the poster again, and this is going to get framed. And that's his real signature, by the way. That's not just a print. So what I understand about Don Garlits is that, you know, he lives in the area, and he's often at the museum like 3 times a week. He wasn't there when I went there, but he does go to the Mopar show. I have to get the dates on that, but he does show up for that. So I'm gonna hopefully get there sometime and meet him, because he was an inspiration, and this recruiting poster was a big influence on me, and it helped set the course for my life, because I love the Navy, and that's what I wanted to do with my life, and I'm glad I did, and it all worked out. So that poster is so cool, and I was just stoked when I saw it there. So, you know, life comes full circle all these years later. Anyway, I hope you guys found that interesting, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching this video. If you're in the area, head up to Ocala to the Don Garlits Dragster Museum, and I'll put links and directions and all that kind of stuff in the description. All right, guys, you have a great one. God bless. See ya. Bye.